Namaste, Vanakkam, hello all. Today we will talk about why IndusInd Bank was recently in news. So let's get into it. So to run any bank, they need money, right? They would like to source the money from the market, and they would like to lend this money back to people who wants it as a loan. Let's say in case of IndusInd Bank, it was recently in news because of the way they reported some of these forex losses which they should have done. What are these forex derivatives and their losses? We'll just cover it in a bit. So, say when a bank needs money, right? So they can also go and ask somebody to lend them this money at X percentage, and then they would like to lend this money further to consumers at Y percent, and the difference between these two percentages helps them the bank to grow, make profits, and keep going. So, in case sometimes these banks go overseas and procure money from there because the interest rates overseas are much less than in India. That say in India we have interest rate offered in for various fixed deposits and savings account 2.5-3% to 4% you'll get. Certain banks offer 6-7% as well, and FDs as well we get 7-8%, right? So that's the broad range of interest rate that we get in India, but in US it's very less, somewhere around 2-3-4%, something like that. So they procure the money from overseas as well. Let's say a bank A took loan for $100 for 5 years at X percentage when the USD and INR exchange rate was at 80. This entire operation is handled by the liability desk. If after 1 year the USD goes stronger, that is the rupee goes weaker, and exchange rate is 85 at that point of time, then the bank is making a notional loss of 500. Why? Because when the bank took the loan, they got 8,000 rupees for this $100. But now today, if the bank was to pay it back, they would have to pay 8,500 at the rate exchange rate of 85. So in order to minimize such losses, right, which are related to the forex derivatives, what a bank does, they try to get into a similar contract where they would buy the forex at in say there's a treasury desk in the bank, they will buy the USD at $81. Now USD at 81 rupees. Now if the dollar goes stronger from 81 to 85, so at this point of time, the liability desk is losing 500 rupees because of the exchange rate. They got it at 80. Today the exchange rate is 85. Whereas the treasury desk is making a profit of 400 because they bought the dollar at 81 and today it's 85. So if they were to sell it, they will make it this 400 profits. In overturn, in turn, the bank is incurring a loss of only 100 today, which would have been 500 if the treasury desk did not have got into a similar forex derivatives. So derivatives are products which are created on the base of an underlying instrument. Today, you forex derivative on the internet, but in general, why somebody wants to get into a forex or any other commodity derivative is primarily, I think, of two reasons. One, they want to hedge the risk as an organization, as an entity. If you have a forex, you're exporting your product or services to any overseas, you want to hedge yourself against this fluctuations of the forex. So you may want to get into these derivatives. The another reason why derivatives exist is because it's pure speculative, right? I think dollar is going to get stronger because the demand of dollar is going to be more. So with that intent, what I would like to do, I would like to buy dollar today. I would like to sell it tomorrow. Now, derivative. So let's come back to the IndusInd Bank case, right? What has happened? So now you understand how the liability desk and treasury desk works in a bank and takes care of these forex derivatives and everything. Seeing loss because the dollar was getting stronger, the exchange rate was getting higher when it comes to dollar. The dollar was somewhere around 80 something and then started moving to 85, then now it's 87. So because of this reason, what the liability desk was not reporting the actual the loss as of date, right? If they were making a loss of $5, 5 rupees per dollar, they were just reporting one. Even they were not reporting. Ideally, they should have reported it as five. Whereas the treasury desk, right? The treasury desk was reporting the notional profit, whatever they were making. Even if they were making $2 per dollar, they were reporting it. So both these departments, in case of IndusInd Bank, they should have followed the same accounting principle. They should have reported the the same way, right? Whether you make it profit or not, both these desks should have done it, but liability desk on purpose didn't reported it the actual loss, whereas the treasury department was reporting the actual profit. Why they would have done it is because I think the only reason could be is that they did not want it to show this loss right now, is this was notional loss, and they did not want it to show their quarterly profit to go down. Wrong. Are they going to get bankrupt? Wrong, I will say yes, because they should have come out clean and say that yes, this was a mistake on our side. We did it something wrong. We should have followed the same accounting process for both these liability and treasury desks. We didn't do it, so they should have done it. Earlier this year, the CFO resigned. I do not know whether it was tied to this Forex fiasco or not. And recently, when their board went and asked for an extension of the CEO for the 3 years, RBI just gave it for 1 year, because I think RBI was not happy with the way that for IndusInd Bank was operating and reporting these losses of Forex derivatives only. That being said, is IndusInd Bank going to bankrupt? No. The answer is no, because RBI took a detailed study. It's a big money only. Yes, 2000 crore is a big money, like to be considered, but for a bank like IndusInd Bank, which is making a quarterly profit of somewhere around about 2000 crores, if you see in the last few quarters that they have reported this income, they should be reasonably okay. Yes, right from April 2024, but why they didn't do it, that they can only answer it. But all that, this is just I wanted to share the information on IndusInd Bank, what has happened recently. So even if you are a one person who is having a relationship with IndusInd Bank, there is no reason to get worried about it. It's all okay. Just it is one of those accounting things that they have not done it right. So with that, I would like to conclude today's session. With this, I would like to conclude today's sessions, and we would like to thank you for watching the video. Keep supporting us. We'll try to bring similar key updates happening in the area of personal finance, which impacts any common person. Thank you.